What's going on, everybody? This is Michael Isla, and if you have yet to subscribe to my channel, please do. So in this short tutorial, we're just going to talk about picking techniques. Now these techniques that we're going to be talking about translate not only to electric guitar, metal, they also translate to blues and every other style. So these are basic picking techniques that are going to be helpful across the board, no matter what you're trying to do. So first things first. We're going to learn how to hold the pick correctly. Now, many students that I have that come to me who are actually fairly advanced, it's surprising that they're not aware how to hold the pick correctly. So we're going to talk about that, and I want you to, in general, use this picking technique. So, first things first, we're going to take our index finger and our thumb, just going to press them together lightly, just like that. So, we're going to place the pick on the side of the index finger, right at the tip joint. So on the side, at the tip joint, and then we're just going to close up our thumb on top of it. Now, it is a very common error to put the tips of our thumb and our index finger together and hold the pick like that. That's actually a very common error. So I would make sure that you are curling the index finger and then placing the pick on the side. And also, try to keep the thumb long as opposed to crunching it up like that. There's very specific techniques in which we'll do that, but in general, just kind of keep the thumb long and flat. And it's going to be snug but not tight, just enough to hold the pick in place. And the closer you hold the pick to the tip, the better. Now, this is a see-through pick; you can't really see it, but if you hold the pick towards the end, the top part of the pick, this is what happens. It gets very floppy. And what you want to do is hold it towards the top. So you want to use the least amount of the tip as possible to play the strings. Okay, so that's step one, holding the pick correctly and being nice and relaxed in the hand. Now, I personally like to put my wrist towards the bridge, and there's a reason for that when I play and use picks, because you get a lot of extra noise if you're holding your wrist a little higher above the bridge. So for example, if I'm playing a melody line, there's a lot of noise. But if I'm picking with my palm on the bridge or close to the bridge, I'm not muting, I'm just keeping the strings from ringing. Okay, so think about that, and also take your time to angle the pick correctly. So another common error is when we're picking and we're beginning to pick, or if we have bad technique, we tend to pick underneath the strings as opposed to into the strings. So this is especially important on all styles, but even in acoustic guitar, more important because it's all about the tone of the instrument. Where in electric guitar, our tone also depends on our technique, but also on our particular sound. But both of them are very, very important to create a very thick tone. So how we do that, we're going to place our tip of our pick on the string. So if we're starting on the 6th string, we're just going to just slightly angle. So the angle of attack is going to be about 45 degrees this way, as opposed to straight on. Okay, so you're going to have just a little bit of an angle, and then we're going to pick into the string. Okay, so the angle is very important. So your hand is going to be a little more outward, almost like your palm is just coming around towards your chin, as opposed to your palm facing the floor. So very important to have your pick in the proper position, the proper angle, and holding it properly. That is step one before you do anything. And this holds true whether you're playing chords or you're doing any kind of soloing. That's the key, is to pick into the instrument to get that full tone, and also pick at an angle as opposed to straight on, because that angle is going to also give you a rich tone as well, and it's going to be easier to pick. It's going to give you a nicer sound as well. So what I would start off, if you're already an advanced player, just do your scales or however you practice your alternate picking technique, just start to use or reuse the how we hold the pick and the angle and the depth of attack. If you're new, just a very simple exercise we could do is all downstrokes, and you can start from the 6th string to the 1st string. Just all downstrokes, 4 per string. And then also start using your alternating strokes. So you can go down, up, down, up. So just real simple how to get started. Hold the pick right, practice correctly, take your time, and this holds true for the chords as well as the soloing. So we're going to have more picking techniques, more exercises for you to work on here in the very near future. So send me a message, give me some ideas if you want a specific lesson on what you want to hear, or if you want to hear me play something specifically, let me know. Looking forward to seeing you again. Keep rocking.